night in the sky. There's a footwear frenzy going on in the city right now. A special sneaker made just for New York is in such high demand, people are fighting to own a pair of these things. CBS 2's Michael Pomerantz shows us how Nike's Pigeon Dunk had feathers flying.
This home video shows the scene outside the Reed Space Store on the Lower East Side yesterday when nearly 100 self-proclaimed sneakerheads got into a shoving match as they waited for the doors to open and the chance to buy one of only 20 pairs of Pigeons. Limited edition, of course.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Weezy from Hula Cakes, and we're back, back with a brand new series called Nike SBology. We're gonna look at some of the most iconic Nike SBs ever made and take a deeper dive into the history behind the shoe. If you guys know me, I love the history behind the shoes, and SBs, some of them have a pretty crazy story on how they were made. Little details on the shoes that just have so much meaning behind the skater or designer that made the shoe. So for this first episode of Nike SBology, we're going to be looking at the New York City Pigeons. Pigeons were produced by Jeff Staples back in 2005, and they were the final installment of the city pack that Nike SB was releasing. Some of these shoes, well, all of the shoes, were the Paris, Tokyo, and London's, some of the most iconic SBs ever produced. And we're going to also be looking at other versions of the Pigeons that came out throughout the years. Alright, so this is the original 2005 pair of Pigeons that released in New York City. These were extremely exclusive, only 150 pairs sold, and only available in New York City. As you guys can see, people went crazy over this shoe, and it's just a very clean shoe. It has dark gray suede, it has lighter gray leather panels, and embroidered pigeon on the heel, and just orange soles that just pop. It's just like a really clean shoe, and you guys can see in the original box of the SBs, of these SBs, were pink. If you guys don't know about SBs, different eras have different colored box. If you guys are more interested in that, I'll probably include it in the next video when we're looking at other eras of SBs. Just clean shoe, really nice.
We chose the pigeon out of all things just because the bird just doesn't give a crap. You know, like, they'll walk all over you, they'll walk right next to you, they don't fly away, they're not scared, and I think that really personifies New York.
So back in 2006, Nike released these, dubbed the Purple Pigeons. These are pretty exact to the original Pigeons. Instead of orange, it has purple on the sole. It has the dark gray upper, lighter gray panels. It's a really nice shoe, and as you can see, these do not have a pigeon logo on the heels, and that is because these are not designed by Jeff Staples. This was designed by James Arizumi. James Arizumi designed other classic Nike SBs, such as like What the Dunks. He's behind a lot of Nike SBs that came out in the early 2000s. So these are really nice. I like these a lot. Purple is one of my favorite colors, so I love the purple accents that the shoe has with the laces, the tag, the Nike swoosh on the side, and of course, the purple feet, the purple soles. All right, let's take a closer look at the 2017 Black Pigeons. Originally, when Jeff Staples designed these, he wanted them to be completely blacked out. He wanted the Nike logo to be black, the murdered out black tongue tag, and he wanted the sole to be black. After, on a last minute audible, he decided that he wanted to include orange in the sneaker, which honestly, I think it makes the shoe pop a little bit more, and I just look like a black pair of regular SBs. These shoes are really clean. They look really good, even though they're just all black. The iconic embroidered pigeon logo just feels good. It's nice quality. You can see the stitching is pretty well, even though this was 2017 where Nike didn't really care about the quality. This is the heel of the shoe. A lot of traction for skaters. Right, and these are the heels. Just really nice, clean shoes. I like these a lot. I've never worn these, as you guys can probably tell. There's no creasing on the shoe. I still have the laces attached to them. I just love these shoes. They just look great. All right, moving on to the final version of pigeons that released. These are the panda pigeons that released back in 2019. As you guys can see on the shoe, they look like panda dunks a bit, just with a white swoosh, not a black swoosh. The iconic pigeon logo embroidered on the heel, since these are designed by Jeff Staples. The shoe features little hints of green, and the sole actually has a news article of the craziness of that the original pigeons caused in New York City. I think these shoes are okay. I do like the inside soles. They feature like a green bamboo design with a pigeon chilling with inside a little bamboo forest. I think they're okay. They're pretty simple, which, is not always a bad thing, but I don't know. They're all right for me. All right, extra laces, lime green, white laces. If I own these, I'll throw on the lime green laces. And that is So now that you know the history behind the pigeon dunks and all the different variations that came out throughout the decades, what SB do you guys want to see next? Is there an SB that's your favorite? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing. This is Weezy from Hula Kicks. Be ready for the next lesson.